thousands of Hong Kong residents defied police orders and took to the streets, demonstrating for their independence and against China's efforts to tighten its grip on the semi-autonomous region. The protesters were met by a strong police force, which fired pellets filled with pepper to disperse the crowds and arrested hundreds. One of the residents' concerns, a bill threatening anyone who disrespects the Chinese national anthem with up to 3 years in prison. I'm worried about the national anthem law. I know it will pass in the Legislative Council because pro-establishment lawmakers have a majority there. I came to Hong Kong from mainland China when I was young, so I know about the darkness of China. I'm worried China will impose its standards and its system on Hong Kong. Protesters want to express their outrage not only against the national anthem law, but also against the new national security law imposed by the Chinese government. The full text of the legislation has yet to be published, but it has raised international alarm over freedoms in the city. Hong Kong's security chief defended the measures on Chinese state television. It is necessary and important to establish a legal framework and enforcement mechanism for safeguarding national security in the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region at state level. This will be conducive to the long-term stability and prosperity of Hong Kong and also helpful in safeguarding the legitimate rights and freedoms of Hong Kong residents. But that's exactly what the protesters fear Hong Kong will lose: the freedoms and civil liberties secured when the former British colony was handed back to China in 1997. They are meant to remain in place for at least another 2 decades. Beijing brands the matter an internal Chinese affair, but the leader of Hong Kong's pro-democracy Civic Party is calling on the international community for help.
Hong Kong has long been a member of the free world. We share the same values. We share the same liberty and freedom. And now when China is trying to take this away from Hong Kong, we expect the rest of the world will speak up for us.
Despite social distancing rules, resistance against Beijing's attempt to tighten its grip on Hong Kong is growing fiercer. Protests are likely to continue in the coming days.